Ooh, snap. What's going on, good people? It's your boy 3 Stacks in this thing, baby. Representing Team Kings of... Hold up, let Team Kings of get comfortable. Hold on. Alright, Team Kings of Games, baby. And, yeah, you guys, I've been grinding in that laboratory, fellas. I've been trying to amplify all of my strategies, trying to mitigate all of the issues that they have, solve some consistency issues, trying to figure out how all my decks can have a contingency plan. And you know what I decided? I think all my decks are going to become hybrid variations, ladies and gentlemen. All of them in some way, shape, or form are not pure, but I think none of them are going to be pure anymore. Pure. I'm sorry. I kind of like my mouth is dry, man. Videos. I've been recording for a very long time. Like, I think since last night at like... Well, no, it was earlier this morning at like 3, and I just haven't stopped. But let's go ahead and get some test hands in. So these are test hands for my latest build on Infernoids. Ooh, excuse me. And I apologize for how the video cut off in the deck profile too. So I just have to do some test hands to go ahead and finish that off, because in the middle of the deck profile for my Infernoids, doing my test hands in that profile video, it cut off because my camera messed up. So let's go ahead and get this started, you guys. Let's do this. So this is a going second build. So what we're gonna do is we're always gonna put ourselves in the worst case scenario. And this is a pretty good hand. Having Super Poly in it just makes it good. And Phantasme. Well, honestly, these kind of conflict with Phantasme, but it's still a good hand. We could play it correctly. But so the worst case scenario that I put myself is I'm playing against Pendulums, because I feel that that's the worst board to deal with. Danger Thunder, like the 2 negations is all you're worried about. Colossus, this deck doesn't need. It has 1 search card. It has so much removal for Colossus. Impermanence, Mind Control, Instant Fusion. I mean, daggone a Decatron sending Antra. I mean, dude, like, the deck does not... It contribute him for cost with Lair. Like, Colossus doesn't hurt the deck. The 2 negates are nothing. So, we're going to pretend like we're playing against Pendulum, alright? Is that okay? We're going to put ourselves in the worst case scenario. So, this is the board we're playing against. And this is how we're going to do it with every test hand. And see if this deck is capable. This Pendulum player has put up an Ice Vortex, a Seal. He has a Don Dragster. He has a Endymion. And he has a Jackal King. And let's say he has 2 Jackal Kings. Or let's say he has Don Dragster, he has Ice Vortex Dragon, he has Borload Savage Dragon, he has Seal, he has Endymion and Jackal King. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 negates plus Seal. So we're going to see if we could break a 5 negate board. So let's say if I'm playing against Pendulum and if I have a hand like this, honestly, I would not hand trap them. And you guys know why? Because these 2 cards specifically combo off with each other. They combo off with each other. So what we're going to go ahead and do here, especially because Lambda exists and I play Lambda and we can make Lambda with this deck, here's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm just going to let my opponent go off. All I'm going to do is just drop the Phantasme. That's it. I'm not going to hand trap them. I'm going to... Like, these could potentially stop the Pendulum player's turn too. Impermanence and Gamma plus a Super Poly on a fragile board. We could do it that way. But I want to show you guys that this deck can do it when it's absolutely completely solidified and nothing has been hindered and the deck is absolutely, the board is just complete. So full combo. So let's say they do the Guard Dragon combo, we're going to get to draw 3 because they're going to have an LP and a triple burst. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put the Harmodic back. This is a proxy for one of the Super Polys because I only have 2 Super Polys in real life. So I say let's keep the Pancratops. And we're going to have to put those 2 back, because we put back the amount based on how many links they'll have, and they'll have 2. So we'll shuffle those 2 back. We'll keep the Pancratops, because the Pancratops will actually help us to deal with a lot. So yeah, we're about to break this entire field, you guys. Alright, so let's go ahead and do it. And let's draw for turn. We drew a Mystic Mine. If that's not good, I don't know what is. If we can't break a 6 negate board... Nope. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. If we can't break a 6 negate board with Infernoids right now, you guys... I'll give you the keys to everything that I like. I'll give you the keys to my house, my car. You know what, you guys, you can have everything that I own right now. If I can't break this 6 negate Pendulum board that I'm visualizing in my head, this is a fire test hand. Let's do it. All right, so let's say starting off, we're gonna go ahead and let's say, ooh, is the Mystic Mine worth keeping? No, we don't even need the Mystic Mine actually, because we can go all the way off on our opponent. We really can. We can kill him too. So I'd say let's go ahead and actually we're gonna be crazy and we're gonna super poly for the Mystic Mine. But the whole hand is perfect for going second. It's all gas. So I would super poly away the Endymion, and I would also super poly away the Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. So let's clear those two. Let's go ahead and summon the super poly target. My extra deck should be right here. I'm gonna summon Draco Stapelia. So we've cleared 2 of the 6 negates. So what we're gonna do here, and if they use Sphere, it's okay because we also have Pankratops, Impermanence, we have everything. So but I also think that most good players, they use Sphere in battles phase, because if you use Sphere in main phase, then we have a better chance to go out in battle phase and just kill the Sloth, and then we can do what we need to do. But when you're going battle phase and then they use the Sphere, it's kind of more impactful. But what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna attempt to use Draco Stapelia. So no, let's go ahead and special summon this Pankratops, because they still have more monsters than us, because they have Sphere, they have Don Dragster, they have Double Jackal King. So they have 4 of the 6 monsters left over. I'm sorry, they have Jackal King, Borlord Savage Dragon, and they have Sphere and Don Dragster. So let's special the Pankratops. What we're gonna go ahead and do is we need to make sure we leave them a monsters in the extra monster zone too. Let's attempt to activate. Yeah, let's do that. Let's activate Draco Stapelia and target the Borlord Savage Dragon. And what they would normally do is they'll use the Jackal King to negate and destroy him. And let's go ahead and let that happen. So let's let him die. Borlord Savage Dragon has is still there. And let's go ahead and use Pankratops. Actually, let's not use Pankratops. Let's go ahead and yeah, we could do it that way. Let's go ahead and enter battle phase. So what they should have left is Don Dragster, Seal, and a Borlord Savage Dragon, and a Jackal King. So let's go ahead and enter battle phase. Use our Pankratops to declare an attack on the Seal. And what the Seal will do is tribute itself, and what they'll probably do is bounce the non-attacking monster. That'll be the smart choice, because Pankratops could chain his effect. But the smart, you have to chain his effect because you don't know what they're going to bounce. This is a target. So he's going to chain his effect. I'm going to chain Pankratops. I'm going to go ahead and target Borlord Savage Dragon. That's going to bait his effect. And what he's going to do is he's going to go ahead and use Phantasme. Yeah, Phantasme. He's gonna return Phantasme to the hand, and that's where the Impermanence Gamma is gonna come into play. I'm still in battle phase. That's why this hand is fire. That's why I'm telling. I'm gonna rip the whole board apart. If this was in camera, this would be super tight, you guys. This deck is live. So we've baited the whole board's done. All the negates are gone. So Jackal King's been played through. Borlord Savage Dragon's been played through. The only thing that's left is actually Don Dragster's the only negate left, and now there's going to be a Sloth dropping down. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and activate Impermanence from hand, and what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to target that Sloth. We're going to target the Sloth, and they're going to use Don Dragster. We have no cards in hand, by the way, in battle phase still. Don Dragster is going to attempt to negate it. We're going to reveal Gamma, summon Gamma, negating and destroying the Don Dragster, and we're going to go ahead and summon out a driver from our deck. And we're going to go ahead and use the driver, and we're going to punch into that Morphage Sloth. And we've broken their entire board, ladies and gentlemen, and we're still not done. We left the Borlord Savage Dragon for a reason, you guys. Now it's definitely over. Main phase 2, what we're going to do, let's go ahead and link with the Gamma and the, what's his name? The Gamma and the driver. Or we could synchro with them, but I'm not playing 8s in this build for some reason. I don't know why. It's strange. But what we can do here is we can make the Psyframe Lambda link, and then we can activate Void Imagination and then send it off, and that's game. So yeah, Infernoids, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like there should be a round of applause happening in the background, because even though I visualize this in my head, realistically, this actually could and should happen. That's what I believe. This could and should happen. Like, if this is not good, I do not know what good is, because that is insane. That you just broke an entire 6 negate Pendulum board with a Seal. Playing Infernoids. Everything was just insane. So we're gonna summon out our proxy for Tierra. I apologize for the proxies. That's Lambda, that's Tierra, and we're gonna resolve all her effects. So whatever's left over on the board is gone. So that's what's crazy. Their scales are gone now. So their scales are gone. That board load Savage Dragon, it's gone. I would just say just clear all the scales, honestly. Well, no, I'd say clear one scale, clear the Savage, and then clear the Tierra. So that we have no levels left on our field. Because we could just banish the scale with Saitamis, forgetting that. And we have, what's her name? Deviati. So they're done. Like, we've literally played through 6 negates and broken their entire board. So we're going to go Saitamis, banish double Decatron, and then let's go ahead and bust out a Deviati. And let's bench 1, 2. Yep. Dang, we only have 6 Noids. That's a problem. Yeah, we probably need to start playing double Saitamis or something like that. So we're just gonna summon out. As a matter of fact, let's just summon out Deviati. Let's summon out the negation. Let's banish the 3 Decatrons. Summon out Deviati. We still have a Phantasma in hand, so we can go in for a little punch. We can go in and then swing for 17 and then 29. We have a negation on board, which is this is just ridiculous. Honestly, you know what I should have done? I should have just done this because the levels were still 8. I should have just left those on field, but nah, it's just better to do this. But we didn't. We can't go for a punch. I'm tripping. We're finished with battle phase. So this is main phase 2. We're doing this. That's done. So yep, that's a great test hand. In fact, that's really bonkers now that I think of it. Because if I was playing Pendulum, well, no, see, that's the difference with my Zephyr deck though. I have counter traps, so they could have cleared the entire field. This Infernoid deck, they could have played the same 6 negates that my deck and put up the same board, but the difference is I would have 2 counter traps in the back row, and instead of that Don Dragster would have been a Galatea, and I would have had a counter trap that's an Omni, negate, and banish, and I would have had like just a different board, and I would have had the Divine Strike too. So yeah. I don't know if they could have broken my Pendulum board, but they definitely would have broken the your standard average Pendulum Magician player that's just doing, you know, what Triff is doing. Let's do this. Super Poly, Gamma. That's another Super Poly. That's 5. Let's say we Ash our opponent. I don't know. Sometimes I like to hold my Gammas, because whenever I activate Imagination with the Gamma in hand, it just allows me to bait 2 negations versus just Gamma in them and they still have a broken board. But I think because we have Super Poly and Pankratops, we'll be okay. So we can just Gamma them on their turn. And then these will be banished. So we Ash Gamma. And I'm just pretending like I'm playing Pendulums, like the best combo deck in my opinion. So I would like Ash like a Pendulum Call and Gamma Electromite. And whatever they make, then I draw for turn, it's an Imagination. I hope they have an extra deck monster. That's what I would hope. So I drop a Pankratops. I don't know if the Super Poly is needed. But if I could Super Poly them and they'll still have an extra deck monster left, that's fine. So I'd say just Super Poly their board, whatever's left of it, Void Imagination, and they're dead. They're already dead. Like, the Pendulum player's done. So yeah. This deck is just built to just destroy combo decks. This is like a disgusting Infernoid deck. Like, this is doing what Infernoids are supposed to do. Like, my build going first with Trap Tricks and all that, it's nice. And it's really, like, Void Feast Turbo is cool. And it's strong, it's decent. But what this deck is capable of doing, this deck does exactly what Infernoids are supposed to do. And you can just sideboard into the Trap Trick build with the Void Feast. Because if you notice, I don't play any Void Feast in this build. Because I'm going second. Void Feast, I sideboard those for going first. Those Trap Tricks, Liliths, more layers, man, I'm telling you. So let's see. Phantasmate, Decatron, Pankratops. Harmodic's going back into the deck. That's going back into the deck. So we Phantasmate them, probably draw 3. Definitely put those 2 back. Keep the Decatron in hand. Most certainly. We keep drawing double Super Poly. And then Instant Fusion, that's really good to have in hand too. So yeah, we're breaking boards. So we're again, Pendulums, same board. Endymion, Jackal King, Boardlord Savage Dragon, Odd Eyes Vortex, and F.A. Don Dragster. With the seal. So that's the board. So we're going to go ahead and draw for turn. We drew a Vanishment. Wow, we have a way to get to our Imagination. It's over. The first thing I'm going to do especially this Pinkertops, and then Super Poly. And I'm going to take the same 2 targets down. I'm going to take down the Odd Eyes Vortex and the Endymion. And what's left is Seal, Borreload Savage Dragon, Don Dragster, and Jacko King. 4 boss monsters. And then what we're going to do here... Oh, that is so nuts. Yeah, that's stupid. That's so bonkers. Okay, so what we should do first here, before we activate the Super Poly, is just instant fusion. Bust out the Restrict, and then use Restrict's effect, and go ahead and target the Seal. And then they'll negate and destroy him with like a Jackal King, for example. Then we Super Poly. So we baited out the Jackal King. Then we Super Poly the Endymion and also the Vortex. Then we use this. We use his effect. And what we're going to go ahead and do... Actually, then we're going to normal summon... No, we can't normal summon because we need a card in hand. That sucks. Oh, if we had another card, this would be so busted. Like, oh, if they would have just used the Vortex to bounce this, oh, that would be so nice. Because we could tear their butt up. Yeah, we're eating 6 negate boards consistently. Wow. Because they still have negates, they still have Savage, they still have Don Dragster. Jackal's gone, so they have Savage, Dragster, Seal. They have 2 negates left. We're going to just tear their butts apart. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and... activate Pinkertops, tribute himself for cost, and we're going to target the Heretic Seal. And the Heretic Seal is either going to chain its effect or they're going to use the Savage. What they're probably going to do is just use the Savage. So Savage is going to negate it, and then the Seal is going to be protected. But we're going to chain the Dracosopilia to negate the Borreload Savage. So then the Seal will then chain its effect. It's probably going to bounce Phantasme, for example. And I do not think that the other... Yeah, nothing is targeting right now. So they probably bounce a Phantasme. Or just bounce him. But he's still in negation on the field, so I feel like they bounce him because he could still pose a threat. So they probably bounce him to hand. And then summon out the Sloth. And then you'd have Savage, that's useless, Sloth. And then a Don Dragster that still... has not used this effect. So we would have to definitely normal summon for turn. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Infernoids are stupid. Wow. Summon Sin Harmodic and then activate Decatron's effect, which is now Harmodic, to target and destroy the Borreload. Nah, we need the extra deck monster. Yeah, target and destroy the Borreload Savage Dragon. Wow, that's crazy. That's bonkers. Actually, we're gonna target and destroy the Amorphage. We're just gonna target and destroy that. So what's left is a Don Dragster. No, we have to kill Don Dragster. Yeah, we have to kill Don Dragster. So we're going to target and destroy the Don Dragster. Then we're going to... No, we don't have to do that. Target and destroy. Yeah, target and destroy Don Dragster. Then we're going to go in the battle phase, use him, and then we're going to attack the slot. Then we're going to go main phase 2. What's left is Borreload Savage Dragon. It's over. That's game time. Summon Lambda. Vanishment. Pitch this for the rest of the turn. We can only summon Infernoids. Doesn't matter because for the rest of the turn they're dead. So yeah, that's game. Ripped another 6 negate board apart for the 3rd time in the row. And Pendulum split out the best board, so that's the best example. I have 1 searcher in my deck, bro. Come on now, like Colossus ain't doing nothing. And like 2 negates. If this deck can't play through 2 negates, I don't know what's going on. Because Danger Thunder puts 2 negates, a Seal, a bounce does nothing to Infernoids. They don't need their extra deck, honestly. Half the time they don't, and they can out that. And a Colossus is just sitting there. So they have 2 threats, basically, and a bounce. Like, that's an easy board to deal with, even with 4 cards, for this build in particular. And Sky Strikers, I'm just telling you guys right now, it's built for combo decks. That's why I'm putting myself in the worst case scenario. Because I feel like there's no worse board to deal with than a 6 negate board. I don't know what deck can deal with the 6 negate board, but guess what? For some reason, I just accidentally just built a deck that happens to be rogue that's breaking 6 negate boards consistently. I guess in the most humble way I can say, you're welcome. Because you guys definitely are going to start playing this list. Watch. You know, I'm telling you. There's going to be some people trying to deck it. So let's draw 5. We're definitely going to Ash. And the impermanents, I would say, because we're going to control cards, we impermanence them too. So they'll play through that. They'll probably put up like a decent board. We drew double mind, double vanishment. So I would say, depending on what their board is, like let's say, if we Ash them, we'd Ash a Pendulum Call. Let's say, for example, that's the best example. So we'd Ash the Pendulum Call, we'd Impermanence the Electromite, and they'd probably, like, I don't know, still do the Guard Dragon combo, and do, like, Vortex, Seal, and let's say, like, Vortex, Seal, and they just still Pendulum Summon out of Harmonizing. So they do, like, Vortex, Seal, and a Boardload Savage Dragon, so 2 negates and the Seal, after playing through the 2 hand traps. That's a realistic scenario. And let's say, like, Vortex, Seal, and freaking Don Dragster, Vortex Seal, Don Dragster, and Borlo Savage Dragon, to make it even worse. So Vortex Seal, Don Dragster, and what's his name? Jackal King. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna activate Mystic Mind. That's gonna get negated by probably the Don Dragster. Crap. This is trash. This is goofy. They're going to activate the Void Vanishment. We're going to use... What's worth it more, Mystic Mind or the Vanishment? Can the Vanishment play break their board? Let's think about it.